the da-da-da-da-da. So it's been in my head for quite some time. Every day. All day, every day. Just nothing but Bond theme in my head.
Sure. Oh, are we live?
Whoa, my crotch just vibrated. We're on the internet.
Sure.
That's how things happen.
It is.
Mm-hmm. It's the only reason there is an internet. It's to keep people's crotches vibrating.
Oh.
Hey.
What?
Caller, turn on your radio.
I don't have the Rona.
At least we know there's audio.
You know, people just aren't calling it the Rona anymore.
Yeah?
That's disappointing. I like that nickname.
Sweet up.
Hello, Swindon. Aw, look at Mackie with his little hat.
Aw. So I can't believe he spray painted his dad's helmet.
Oh, what a dick.
We established that. That kid does not deserve Airbud.
Mm-mm. I suppose that was a tweet?
Yes.
Nice.
Was a tweet.
Hey, good
What
job.
Bill?
Just in case you guys were curious about your Airbud ratings, Airbud 1, you gave it 2 jocks.
Okay.
You gave it 4 jocks.
I did?
You did.
I really liked Airbud?
You loved it.
Wow.
So, just in
Wow.
case you want to make comparisons.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was wrong with me?
I don't know. You liked Airbud.
I guess
You
so.
like most of these movies. You just somehow convince yourself down the road that you're just like, dog movies. Grr.
I think as I recall, and it's
Mhm.
been a while, as I recall, I liked Airbud the first because it was,
Because there was no Mudbud.
well, because there's no talking dogs. It's just a dog that does cool shit. And it's like, you know, they didn't have to super babies the bullshit. Like, babies are funny enough. Like, just make babies do funny things.
Yeah, like have a day out.
Babies aren't supposed to be talking.
No.
Like, you know,
Dumb.
just like cars.
Look who's talking.
Yeah. No.
Not babies.
Well, it
Babies
was-
are stupid.
That was different. That's baby in the head talk. Like, yeah. Maybe that's okay.
Maybe.
I don't know. Wasn't it Bruce Willis too? Like the baby, wasn't it?
He was a baby.
At one point, Bruce Willis was
No,
a
I
baby.
mean, wasn't he the voice of the baby?
He was the voice of the baby.
Yeah. Back when Bruce Willis cared about things, and he'd be like, "Yeah, sure, I'll be a voice of a baby." Yeah, come out, be a voice of a baby, have a few laughs. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Would you like to voice a baby?
No.
No. That's right. Hudson Hawk.
Thanks for offering. Yeah, I know.
Fucking
I was
airbags.
just joking on your joke, you fucking joke.
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 Yeah, what is that?
Hard drive.
Oh, is that the hard drive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We need a new one?
No.
That's just what it do?
He's just writing all this hot information.
Oh.
No, we're not writing anything there. It's probably just indexing some shit.
Yeah. All this
Stop
hot,
indexing.
hot new files.
I'm not writing anything.
I
It's
know.
a data drive that isn't even in use right now.
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the drive.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck that thing. Bill's here.
Oh, hey, it only took 3 weeks for somebody to ask if Mackie was still a
They
member.
asked last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't read the chat.
I know.
I just pretend I do. And then respond.
Yes, Bill. He is still a member of the BMFcast. He just doesn't appear on the BMFcast.
Chuck's lying. Mackie is gone. We fired him.
You decide who to believe, Bill.
We fired him just now, actually.
Yeah.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You too. We fired you.
Oh, okay. Well, bye.
We'll be gone when we're done with the podcast.
Yeah, we'll clear up, but we got to do this last one.
Wait, do I have to do it?
Yes. It's in your contract. Plus, you can't get out while Chuck's there.
That's right. Yeah. I'm blocking you like a blocker, like a golden blocker. That's a thing.
Big football fan here.
Golden linebacker.
If you were a lineman, you would be offensive because you're so mean and tough.
Oh, snapper.
And you smell like a butt.
Well, yes.
Dum.
Bong.
That one's got a nice sound. I like that one.
We testing our pitch here?
Yeah.
Okay.
This week on the BMFcast. Hey, everybody, welcome to the BMFcast. BMFcast. Robot.
Testing your woofers.
Oh.
All right, I want you to turn your bass all the way up and turn your treble all the way down.
I want you to put whatever part of your body
Yeah.
ails you.
Lay your speakers on the floor and then climb on top of it.
Oh. I was doing some P-Funk, but yeah, all right.
Oh, I was doing the Howard Stern thing.
Oh. Well, you know. We all have our things, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, should we do a thing? I mean, do we want to?
Yeah,
Well,
Bill's
let's
here.
wait for Mackie
Oh,
to get here.
Mackey's gonna. Oh, right. Okay.
That's him now.
The helicopter?
Yeah, he's making an entrance. As best he can. Well, I'm ready to podcast.
Yeah, I could do a podcast, I guess.
okay.
I would like to talk about dogs.
Okay.
Just one dog.
All right.
One dog.
Let's do it. Make sure we're recording. We are recording. You
Hot
don't
diggity.
Have to ask,
Okay, I won't.
but you will anyway.
No, because you said it.
Are you recording?
Ha
No.
Good. This one's gonna suck.
All right, and welcome to the BMFcast.
Hey, BMFcast.
It's BMFcast.
Hey, it's a movie podcast on the internet.
Episode 516.
Ooh, that's a good number.
That is a great number.
Austin 516
Yeah.
says, "I'm gonna woof your ass."
Make some podcasts, yeah. And I'm Harlow.
I'm BJ.
I'm Chuck.
Yeah.
We're Maculus again today.
But regardless, what we do each and every episode of this here BMFcast is we go and we watch ourselves a quote-unquote bad movie. Then we come in here and talk about it. Then they get ratings. Good bad movies, enjoyable bad movies. They get 1 to 5 jocks and robot jocks.
Robot dogs. This is Robot dogs.
Those are jocks of robots.
However, there are bad movies. So stay away. They get a negative sliding scale. 1 to 5 bags and giant bags of trash.
Boo. We don't like the bags of trash. Just get them out of here. Boo, boo, boo.
Talk about
Sold.
Micro Machines.
what's
guy
going
over
on
here.
today.
I don't know. I just was going to see how fast I can do that.
Okay.
All right.
I want to talk as fast as I can. Prove I'm not Southern, which I am. But I want to talk fast anyway.
Shouldn't have given you that Jamocha shake.
I know. It's too many Jamocas. Not got too many words. We're going to talk about Airbud. Airbud 2, Golden Retriever. Let's do it. Woo! No, we're in the middle
I can't
of
keep up with you.
We're
I'm
in the
sorry.
middle of August, and we are doing...
No, we're at the
Nope.
end.
Or we're in the
It's
August.
over.
Okay,
August is over.
fine.
We only got 2 weeks of August this year because
Yeah.
of daylight savings time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the dog saw its shadow and
Yeah.
something
Full
happened.
moon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Airbud 2, Golden Retriever.
No.
Huh?
No, it's just Airbud Golden Retriever.
What?
No. Golden Receiver.
Oh.
Oh. Well, whatever. Okay, he's a Golden Retriever receiver. Fine.
He is a
You're
Golden
just-
Retriever.
Wow, I was like... getting
Golden Receptor,
sorry.
actually.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Not a
don't
goof.
know.
Not a goof.
Airbud Golden Receiver.
Fine.
Receiver.
Yes, I apologize.
Okay, yes.
From 1998. It's a sequel to Airbud.
Uh-huh.
Is it?
Yes,
Huh.
it is.
Huh? Is that why they call it Airbud 2?
That's probably why they did
Interesting choice.
call it that. Yeah.
Interesting
Yeah.
choice.
There's some people in this who've been in other BMFcast movies.
There are. You should tell us about them, Chuck.
Okay, well, first of all, it's directed by Richard Martin, who directed White Tiger,
Ooh, White Tiger.
that mediocre Gary Daniels film we just watched, White Tiger. It's written by the writers of Airbud 1, so there's continuity. That's good.
Good. That's a good choice.
It features Tim Conway, who was in Gus, and also Santa Buddies, Spooky Buddies, Treasure Buddies, and Super Buddies.
I was going to say.
All the Buddies movies we've
and then
watched.
Gus is also in this movie.
Yes, Gus
Yeah.
will make an appearance in this. Kevin Zegers, who's the child, he was in Airbud.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nora Dunn was in Southland Tales.
Yeah, she was.
Okay. Yeah.
And everyone's favorite, Robert Costanzo. He was in Man's Best Friend and Most Vertical Primate
Oh, man.
and Dick Tracy.
Wait, was that an extra thing, or did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
We watched Dick Tracy on it.
In this house, we Richard Costanzo. Richard Costanzo.
Anyway, you know who Robert Costanzo is whenever you see him. You're like, oh, yeah.
Robert Costanzo.
Holy Christ, that guy is
Well,
in
yeah.
everything.
I mean, if you're dumb like me, you can see him every time, and you go, "Hey, it's the guy from Sewer Shark."
Sure.
Because,
The one thing he's known for, that
I'm
hot
an idiot
Sega
that
CG,
says that.
CD jam.
hey, man, it's how I know him.
Yep.
It's just how I know him. Mm-hmm. I can't explain it.
Well, now you know him from Airbud 2.
Nope, still the guy from Sewer Shark.
No,
also,
not Airbud
also
2.
appearing in,
Airbud
Airbud Golden Receiver.
Receiver.
but it's still Airbud 2, Golden Receiver.
No.
What? It's not called Airbud 2?
No. It's just straight up Airbud.
Oh.
Airbud colon Golden Receiver.
Airbud.
I don't know what about Airbud's colon.
Anyway, Airbud's back.
Yeah.
Now he plays football.
All right, let's rate it.
Yeah, that's about right, yeah.
We're back in Fairfield, Northwest.
Fernfield?
Fernfield.
Yeah, in
Oh.
Portland, Canada.
Right.
Near Portland, Canada.
Yes.
I think we got a Washington. Yeah, it's got to be Washington.
Well, there
right?
were-
License plates say Washington.
Yeah, but then for some reason the train station said something like, I don't know if it was a train to Portland or
Must have been.
I guess.
because they were in Fernfield.
Sure.
It was the Fernfield train station.
It also said like I think it was to Portland via San Francisco or something.
That makes
Because they
sense.
also said San Francisco at
Yes.
the train
End
station.
result would have been San
Yeah.
Francisco, but maybe the next hub was Portland.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very Canadian since this was filmed in Canada.
What? Sorry.
Yeah, boy, lots of sorry.
Let's just get our sorries out of the way.
Sorry.
There are a million sorries.
Yeah,
Hey,
drink
sorry.
every time the kid says sorry.
Hey,
No.
sorry. What's the weather today?
Well, we'll wait for that to end. Yeah, so the Airbud family is back. Whatever the family name is, I don't know.
Bud. His name is Air. Last name Bud.
Well, his name,
Fram.
but he's
the whole
the
damn
Fram.
family's
The
back.
family is back.
Fram. That's their last name.
Yeah, like
Fram.
Fram oil filters, but with an extra M for mayhem.
Okay.
It's a different mom this time.
Is it a different mom?
Yeah.
I thought it was a different mom, but I really didn't pay attention to the mom because
Yeah.
I think she sucked in the last movie.
Well, she's Cynthia Stevenson, who's been in a million things, and why she's in this, I don't know.
She was available.
I guess so. She will skirt in and out of this franchise, like she's not the mom in the next one, but then is the mom again after that. I don't know. It's weird.
Are there two separate Airbud cinematic universes?
There might be. Right now, we're still in this in
ABCUs?
kind of the same one because we've got the same kid, but then
different
they're going
mom.
to change the kid, and the mom will be the same because the kid's going to age out of this eventually.
Is that really what they do?
I believe so.
Oh,
but
that's so
maybe
weird.
the little girl becomes the new main character.
that would make sense, but they're probably not that smart. But we'll see.
Okay.
You can't have a girl a main character every movie. Jeez.
But this
Right.
basically this starts with some basketball. I believe it's a scene from the end of the last film with them just shooting hoops, which then
It
morphs.
might be extra footage.
Yeah, but it morphs into the family going to what is supposed to be a professional basketball game. Could be a Trailblazers game, but they didn't have the rights to the NBA, so it's just basketball. They tell Airbud to stay home. Airbud sneaks out of the bedroom and jumps down into the sunroof on the van and goes to the basketball game with them.
Yeah, Airbud immediately disobeys.
Yes, Airbud is bad. It's a bad dog.
He is a bad dog.
Yeah,
But-
bad.
but he needs his fix. He's got to get that basketball fix. Like
He's got a basketball job.
These motherfuckers were going to a basketball game without Air Bud, who fucking plays basketball. He loves basketball. The opening scene established that. It's just he's like, give me the basketball. I'm Air Bud over
He
here.
goes everywhere, man. He's a regular globetrotter.
Yeah, I get it.
Maybe they knew that if they took him with him,
He would go nuts.
he would go. Yeah, he would go. He would get the basketball crazies.
Because he unlocks the door and gets out of the van and runs into the stadium and makes his way to the court and just is like, basketball. I have to have it. So runs out onto the court and starts making baskets. And everyone's just like, a dog,
shooting
what
hoops.
the hell? Yeah, so that happens. The kid has a friend and they're like, hey, we should play football. And
Look, I don't know how this kid is not the most popular kid in school.
I know.
Period.
I know.
Like,
People don't even really acknowledge him. It's like-
or Airbud.
Yeah.
They're not like, oh my God, you're Airbud's dad.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, he should
Like,
be.
he should be wearing an airbrushed Airbud shirt to school.
Yeah, he's
And-
he's like a humble kid. He's a decent looking guy, and he has the most famous dog on the planet. And like, everyone in school is just like, get out of my way, nerd. You know, it's
Well,
like
it's because he's
no.
Canadian. He's unabashedly Canadian. He says sorry a lot.
Oh, lots of stories.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
That people don't like that.
No, not even Canadians. Not even Canadians like other Canadians.
So that's why they all just keep saying it. They're saying it to each other, like, I don't like that. Sorry, and then
Yeah,
oh,
no,
I
I
like
mean
that.
the fact that the only reason there's like a Canadian population still is all these people that leave the country when the elections don't go their way. They keep the Canadian population going because
So it's
Canadians
just-
won't even breed with other Canadians. They just find it so
that's weird.
horribly
Oh,
unattractive. Yeah,
that's strange.
I've just made all of this up.
Well,
we
that's
know.
highly offensive
Yeah.
to the Canadians.
They'd apologize to me. It's fine.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so like, dude's friend is like, "Hey, we should play football." The girls like football, and he's like, "But I play basketball." And the friend's like, "Yeah, good point." I don't know. There are some crazy Russians. One of whom is Nora Dunn from Saturday Night Live, and the other is a guy.
Accurate.
Yes.
Yeah. He is a guy.
They are stealing animals for a thing that
Circus.
they want to put all their
Biggest
animals.
Russian circus ever.
Yeah. It's like Noah's Ark, but they're just stealing one of each animal. They have a monkey
Yeah.
who can skateboard, except it doesn't skateboard. It just bonks Nora Dunn over the head with the skateboard.
It does
it's-
skateboard away after
yeah,
it bonks
It
Nora
does,
Dunn.
Yeah. They got a donkey and a duck and a parrot.
And a Gus.
Yes, they do have a Gus.
Yeah,
Yeah. They have
the
a
donkey
Gus
is the
and
Gus.
an MVP and some
Yeah.
geese,
Yes.
some Ryan Goslings.
All your favorites.
Skunk.
A
You
parrot.
got a skunk?
Yeah, they have a parrot, skunk, porcupine.
All the things that would get them into trouble if they ever escaped and rebelled. So the monkey goes to watch TV, and it brings up a news report about Airbud, and they're like, we have to steal Airbud for our Russian circus. So that's the subplot.
That's the evil subplot. Yeah.
It's a red herring because at the end they literally have a red herring in their hand. I mean,
Yes.
it
Pretty
was-
much.
No, I'm just saying, like literally, like the last scene is they're tied up in a net and she is hitting him with a red herring, and I was like, oh, that's clever. You basically said that this whole subplot means fuck all to this movie, and it's
Yeah.
just there for some stupid reason.
It's just there for gags.
Yeah,
It's
it
just
is.
there to pad the runtime. And get some
It's
jokes
just
on.
there to like give you the tiniest bit of family movie drama towards the end when it's like, I don't know where's Airbud. I don't know. He'll
I don't
be
know.
fine.
There was real drama at the end, but
Was there?
Yeah,
but
we'll get there.
Okay.
So the other thing that's happening is mom's trying to date.
Yeah, it's
And,
time.
Uh,
She is over
Airbud's
dead
dad.
test pilot dad.
yeah. So Airbud's dad is unhappy with mom trying to date.
Yeah, she has a pilot program on some new testes.
What's this kid's name? I got to remember it so I don't keep calling him Airbud's dad.
Jimmy.
Josh.
Josh Fram.
Josh. Eventually, she goes on a date with the.
They take Airbud to the
They
vet.
take Airbud to the vet, but that's just Josh and his nerdy friend.
That's to introduce us to this guy.
Yeah.
So that when that dude pops back up, because like Airbud
Well,
is
Airbud loves the
Yeah.
vet
Yeah.
because the old vet died. He was probably the vet from that other Dogist movie we watched.
Well, there's a horrible backstory involved here that I would like to discuss at some point, but not right now.
Okay.
He has to bring his friend who is trying to convince him to play football.
Right.
Because Bud so doesn't like going to the vet that it's a 2-person job, except that when he gets there and it's the new vet guy, he's just like, come on up here, Bud. And he's just like, yeah, cool, whatever. I like you.
Yeah.
And then
give me shots.
Yeah, give me shots. All the things that like they're like, he's gonna freak out, and this doctor's like, nah, that's cool. Dogs like me. And,
Yeah.
Important quality for a vet.
Yeah.
It is, yes.
But yeah, and then Mom takes Air Bud for a walk on her rollerblades. So
Right.
I guess a roll.
Yep. And Air Bud goes crazy.
Well, Air Bud spots the doctor and is like, aha, I smell love connection. Yeah.
I'm going to get my mom some of that doctor loving.
Yeah. They call me Dr. Love. And,
Ew.
so he basically drags her down the docks and propels her into his boat,
Yeah.
into his arms. And then,
because there's been a series of dudes from work coming over,
yeah,
and
they're all awful. In
they're
various
just
ways.
gross.
Well, one guy's like deathly allergic to the dog, so of course he's out. The other one's just like, hey, finger guns.
Hey, what's up, buddy guy?
Yeah. So,
You're the buddy guy. Get it? He's a buddy. He doesn't say that, but he's just as obnoxious.
yeah, but they immediately pretty much fall in love, and then the kid is basically like, you're not my dad, and you're not allowed to be happy, Mom. And
It's weird.
I'm shitty, and I shouldn't have this cool dog.
This is the least amount of conflict. I mean, you understand the conflict because you've seen one of these, but it's so half baked. It's not even legit. It's just he's just like, well, my dad's dead. This guy's pretty cool, but fuck that guy because whatever. Because he booped
also
my
his
mom.
shitty
My mom
friend-
booped his nose like she booped mine.
His shitty nerd friend, who got him into the football team,
Oh yeah.
is basically behind his resentment. Is like, oh, you know what that means? When he's on your mom's speed dial, that means it's over for you. And he's trying to gream a worm tongue in this dude's ear about how bad it is to have a stepdad. And this guy's just trying to get along. He's like, he likes the dog. He likes the mom.
he makes them basically concoct a scheme to break into the vet's office to go through his day planner and find out about all his other girlfriends because they're like, this guy's a wandering vet. He probably got a girl in every port, the son of a bitch. And so they just open up his day planner, and he's got pictures in there of him. I'm in a picture with a lady, and they're like, you son of a bitch. Take these photos and confront you with them later. So this is basically why, for the bulk of the movie, he's just surly towards Mr. Gregory Harrison.
But then does the dumbest thing ever. So this guy, trying to ingratiate himself into new child's life, is like, hey, I hear you like sports. I got you a brand new football. And tosses it to him. He's like, yeah, well, I play basketball, but thanks anyway.
Yeah.
And then the friend's just insistent on, like, man, he's over here like every afternoon. He's like in my space and around my mom, and it's pissing me off. And the friend's like, yeah, well, football practice every afternoon. So he's like, cool, I'll go play football, which is what this guy played. And I don't know. It's like a real dumb, like,
I'll show him.
I'll show him.
He likes football. Well, screw that
show
guy.
him by getting into the thing. He was like, are you into this? And it's like, no.
It's the most half-baked thing. But the reason you're here is that every time there's been a football on screen, Buddy is like, holy shit, give me that football. I want that football in my mouth. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. They're having catch, and he is just running back and forth between them like, throw it to me this time, guys. Come on. I want to catch the football. I'm amazed that the kid doesn't, one, recognize this, and two, doesn't think that Air Bud could be good at something else besides basketball. It's just like, well, okay.
Well, this kid's an asshole.
You won the championship game for us, but whatever. You're probably not smart in any other way. You only hitched a ride to the fucking NBA game and stole the show. But yeah, he goes to tryouts, and the coach is like, "Oh, hey, more kids, great. I'm eating a sandwich over here. Get out there.
However many kids on the football team, I don't care. I just like to have kids on the football team.
Get out there.
Get out. Yeah, you're gonna play football. You might warm the bench, but you're gonna play football. Also, sandwich.
Yeah, it's one of those movies where there's pretty much not a moment where he's not eating, especially during games.
Oh yeah,
Like, boy, that's
chowing down during games.
unprofessional.
A lot of people drinking Shasta out of the can too.
Well,
throughout this movie.
Gatorade in the can.
Yeah.
Haven't seen Gatorade in the
big
can.
sponsors of Canadian dog movies.
Canadian football.
Shasta. He makes the team as the backup quarterback. The other kid gets
the team sucks too. It's like another.
Oh
one of
yeah,
those
it's
where it's like
Bad News Bears. They suck.
Okay, so when he goes to the tryouts,
Mm-hmm.
the coach is like, "Hey, you might have a pretty good arm, but we got our quarterback. He's the hottest thing on the field this year.
Yeah, we got Jimmy Lightning over here.
Yeah,
He's so
yeah,
good.
So you're gonna have to be backup." But the whole team just sucks donkey dick.
Yeah,
and they have sucked for a long time. So like, I don't get.
But it's also junior high
Yeah.
football. Who gives a shit?
Well,
Like,
that's the other thing. Is like
There's the ninth subplot of the movie.
Well, I was gonna say, like in things you would think would be a subplot of the movie, the star quarterback that he's the backup to literally has no lines of dialogue.
no, yeah,
He
nothing.
literally never says anything to this kid. I don't think.
Yeah, there's no like competition
No,
or anything
it's
going
not.
on.
Like he doesn't want to play. He's just like, well, this takes up my time.
Yeah.
And man, practice is tiring, but otherwise, I'm happy not playing. It's just taking me away from having to be around my new dad. You know?
Right.
And it's just like that's basically it. He's just happy to sit on the bench. And then, of course, like 2 weeks in, star quarterback hurts himself. He's like, "Hey, get in there and play." You know,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Well, there's been a scene where the principal has come to the coach and
Yeah.
said basically like, listen, the team sucks and you know it, and we can either have a sucky team and not have a coach or vice versa.
it's either basically like we can cancel the entire football program or fire you.
Yeah. Which would you prefer? And he's sad, but
okay.
like,
It's like, well,
Okay, Bobby,
pretty
fire
much
me.
either way, it's the same outcome for him.
Yeah.
So he'd probably be like, I know you're an educator and all, but
yeah. But Josh hears this and immediately is like, I must save this football team.
is he?
Yes, that is his. He doesn't do anything to do it,
That's not his MO from this point on.
but he's very sympathetic to this dude's cause. Unlike
right.
unlike the vet, who he is just like, man, I'm gonna fucking murder that guy in his sleep if he sleeps over with my mom.
I think, all right, let's go ahead and bring it up. I think that guy was going to murder them in their sleep. Convenient story.
yeah, exactly.
Traveling
arrived
vet,
on boat.
arrived on boat.
Yeah.
Old vet mysteriously takes a sabbatical for a year.
Yep.
He's murdered. This guy took his place.
Yeah,
He does not have a woman in every port. He's got a body in every port.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. That used to be a woman.
Maybe, I don't know. And maybe he's got an entire dead family in every port.
It's just there are so many scenes of him just kind of cryptically staring at something, and you're like, man, what's this dude's deal? Like,
The guy's a little creepy. Like, he's got a little bit of the, what's his name? Julian McMahon from Nip
Yeah.
Tuck. He's got a little bit of that
yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
that
And
guy,
then
yeah.
as BJ said, a little bit, it kind of looks like serial killer Paul Rudd. And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that too.
I mean, I know you guys don't know who Gregory Harrison is, but
No, he
he's,
doesn't.
He's Dr. Patrick Sullivan in Air Bud, Golden
Right.
Receiver.
right. He was a bigger deal in the '80s. He was on Trapper John MD. He was a
boy.
he was a big time sex
Oh.
symbol guy.
Roll that old man alert, please.
I'm just saying he was a big deal for a while. So it's just weird
Well, he's
seeing him
creepy as
with
shit
his
in this
weird
movie.
creepy stare in this. So
well, I mean, there were a lot of creepy dudes in the 80s that were considered
I know.
hot for some
I'm
reason.
just saying this dude used to be a big deal. Like
Yeah.
he was on lots of magazine covers and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, he's creepy as fuck in this because
Yes.
he just kind of stares a lot.
Yeah. Also, again, his character will come back in the series, but he will not. So they
Okay.
hopefully find someone who doesn't look like a serial killer.
I'm just saying you could have some fun with the backstory of this guy.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
watching
absolutely.
This movie because it's just like he's a little creepy and
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Guys, big trivia. Did you know Gregory Harrison was in Au Pair 3?
yeah,
Yeah.
He was.
Big deal. It was a big deal.
also All Pair too.
Probably.
And Air Bud,
probably.
too.
I'm actually... I mentioned this because I wanted to bring up my beef with Au Pair 3, which is it's called Adventures in Paradise, and it's not spelled P-A-I-R, a dice. Anyway, on with the movie.
Good side note.
It was very important to
I
me.
understand. So anyway, they're having a football match, and
They're having a
a
football
sporting event
scrimmage.
is going on,
They're having a football match, I might.
and
They're down on the pitch playing some football, huh?
Go down to the pub, watch some footy.
they're getting their asses just whooped.
They are.
And Airbud is like, "I'm gonna play."
He's not even there, is he? I think he just has the sports sense from home and is like,
He gets there somehow.
I think this was the first time that they tried to kidnap the dog.
It might have been they chased him to the field.
Yeah.
There's
that's right. They did try to kidnap him.
Yeah, there was a sequence of him like peeking around corners, waiting for them to catch him, and
Yeah.
then running away through people's yards. But he ends up there, and during a play, runs out on the field, and the ball is in the air, and he catches it, and he scores. And the ref is like, touchdown! And that is, there is no pushback from anyone in this entire film.
Nope.
Unlike the first film, there is no one saying a dog can't play football. They're just like, it counts.
Well, they
A
also-
dog ran on the field and scored.
They don't question the too many men on the field. They don't.
No.
No.
The rules are. They play fast and loose with the rules in JV football.
Yeah,
or whatever this is.
they really do.
Yeah.
Really, they should have at least done the. There's nothing in the rules that says a dog can't play football. Huh?
It's like,
You just
look,
wanted that guy to say it, right?
yes,
well,
exactly.
I mean, it's they could have at least said, "Look, they should have had a little like powwow on the sideline and just been like, look, we corrected this mistake for basketball for the next season.
Right.
We didn't bother to think any other sport was going to be affected by this.
That would have been a fantastic scene.
So
Because there is like a callback thing. Like he gets one snack pack in this movie.
He does. He gets a snack
the
pack.
friend, the whatever who
Yes.
gives him a snack pack.
yeah, at
Were
the
snack
end of like
packs
one scene, he just cracks one open and is just like, "Here, buddy, have a snack pack." Yeah, that's how Josh lured him because he was a wild
that's right.
stray
That's right.
buddy
He used to snack pack,
at the
yeah.
beginning, the first
I
one.
forgot about that.
And he like,
Oh, snack packs were a huge thing in the first one.
oh yeah,
I
I
remember
believe
now.
that's the episode title.
Snack packs.
Yeah, and it's weird because the vet keeps eating snack packs, but that connection
That's
never.
that's why Bud likes him.
I guess because he
Oh
smells
my
like
God.
snack packs.
That's even more reason that it's creepy.
Oh my God, it's so sinister.
Yeah, he fucking single
He
white
kn-
female
he
that
knew.
dog.
He knew.
Yeah.
That fucking dude. Airbud
Oh
is
my
dead.
God, he's not going to wear the family as a suit. He's going to wear Airbud as a suit.
Oh, no.
That's what he
This
does.
summer, Gregory Harrison is Airbud hockey reference.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. He was a trapper, John M.D. What is a trapper but someone who trades in furs?
Oh no. Oh
Yeah,
no.
and now he's an M.D. I think we
it's
know what's
getting-
going on here.
it's getting
and it's in
worse.
Canada where pelts were a large
Right?
part of
Yeah.
their currency at one point. in
Beavers
time.
and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Correct.
I just think we figured that we've cracked the code.
Yeah,
We also cracked Chuck. That was great.
that was that's quite a headcanon going for the unspoken parts of this movie. But yeah, so they're like, so it's weird. So like the dog scores and everyone's like, hooray! And you would think the coach would be like, this is my ticket to keep my job, but no.
He doesn't care.
No, the kid goes home later and they're in the locker room and he's like, buddy, you can't really play football, you dumb idiot. You're a dog. And then he just kind of looks over and is like, oh, wait, there's pads and I could take these home and stitch them and my family can help make you a football costume and I'll go and get my dad's leather helmet from the garage and spray paint it white. And so the next day, like the next game or the next practice or whatever, everyone comes into the locker room and he's there with Buddy in full football gear. And the coach is like, the hell, what is this? What are you doing? He's like, coach, this will save everything. It'll save your job. And he's good. He's better than all of us. and the coach, all the kids are like, this is dumb, which the kids should not be. The kids should be like, fuck yes, dog on the team. Let's go. But
And he's like, the most important thing is fun, so the dog is fun.
throwing touchdowns to this dog is pretty fun.
Yeah,
Let's
so
do it.
Let's have fun.
So there's lots of like handoff to the dog, and the dog runs down the field and comical like jumping towards the camera, trying to catch the dog and missing the dog.
Throw the football to the dog.
It's
Hand off the football to the dog.
yes.
Do an end around with the dog.
There's
The
one
dog
game
intercepts a pass,
Yeah.
I think, at some point.
they try to do a dog pile on the dog,
And they totally miss.
and
Yeah.
but you think like, oh, they've killed Buddy.
Right. It's foreshadowing.
What are you doing?
Oh, he's hacking the Gibson.
You're
Don't worry.
typing like a madman, but you keep looking at me while you're doing it.
I can type and not look.
He's just trying to
It's a
pay
thing
attention.
I could do.
All
Yeah.
right. Sorry.
I can type.
I thought you were like waiting for me to acknowledge you in some way.
Oh.
I'm typing a thing, and I'm like, what did we
No, I
reference
just-
as typing in it?
He was just trying to pay attention. Don't
I
worry.
am side
All right,
typing. Yeah.
you're fine. Yeah, but he wasn't in the dog pile. It's a good. I like this shot. I think this shot is neat because like Josh has run over to the dog pile and is just throwing kids off of it, like get off my dog.
Right.
And then the camera kind of cranes up a little bit, and you see Buddy doing his touchdown celebration dance, which is just dog on its back rolling around, which all the kids then adopt, which is not as cute as just
It's funny. It's funny the first time.
Yeah, sure.
And the second time.
But they
it's
all
like,
just keep
okay.
doing it. It's like, stop it. Just let the dog do it. The dog. It's funny when the dog does it. But yeah, and this is not really like there's not like a town meeting or like the sports association is like, we got to stop this dog or anything. There's no There's no pushback or anything. It's just there's a dog on the team, and that's how it is. And how do we defeat the team with the dog? Yeah. So,
but he gets all those pads and everything made, and
Yeah.
he's ready to play.
Yeah.
Oh, they did we mention that he uses his dad's football helmet?
leather helmet, spray
Yeah.
paints it white.
Yeah. Sacrilege. He uses his fucking dead dad's stupid helmet for the stupid dog.
Hey, maybe if his dad had been wearing that helmet. Oh,
He wasn't testing helmets, was he? Huh?
hey. So eventually, Gregory Harrison proposes to Mom, and just happens to do it the second
He
Josh.
proposes to wear her skin.
Yeah, he's just like, here's a box,
I want your head in it.
and like right when this happens, Josh walks in and is just like, what the hell is this? And he's
Why
like,
is he so upset?
I don't
They'd
know.
actually been kind of getting along at that point.
and it's weird because neither of them say anything. He's just like, ugh, and he basically plots to run away from home.
And then he does.
Most of the adults, the thing about this you have to understand in the Buddies universe, most of the adults are not good at adulting.
No.
Because the mom and the future stepdad should have realized what was going on.
Sure.
And had a conversation about
Yeah.
this isn't you. Clearly, I
Right.
think he actually likes you. Blah blah blah. We got to work
Yeah.
this out. But
Yeah.
no, they're just like
But also, Mom lies directly to Josh's face
it's all
in
weird
that
and
moment.
dumb,
Like,
yeah.
Josh walks in, he's like, "What is that?" And Mom's like, nothing.
Nothing. I made your football cake.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
at the football
Look
cake.
at the football cake. Look at it.
It's so bad.
Also, during their romance, Gregory Harrison has thrown
A knife.
out. No, he throws out the information that he has been offered a job somewhere else,
Right.
and he.
It basically makes it an ultimatum. Like it's real weird because it's sort
but
of like I got this job offer in San Diego for a permanent vet position or
Yeah.
whatever, and she's like, "Are you going to take it?" And he's basically like, "It depends on what you say to this." And it's like, wow, like that's
Well, I mean, that's not like.
kind of an ultimatum. That's like, hey,
Yeah, but
marry
that's
me
not
or I'm
necess-
leaving. Fucking.
It does depend on it. I mean, like if you say no, I'd be like, well, then I'm not staying.
That's not a bad ultimatum. Like, if he's like serious about moving to the next step of the relationship and she's not, that's what he wants.
I don't
Yeah.
know. That's pretty. That's as shitty as a pretense of getting married as the kid playing football.
Sure,
Well,
but so
I think it's fine.
it's weird. There was a scene before this where the kid confronts Gregory Harrison with all the pictures that they stole from his office of the ladies, and he's like, "Yeah, those are my sisters,
you
idiot." And this
He's,
should have.
he's out there busting his ass trying to fix the gazebo, and I know it's gazebo. I just kept saying gazebo.
I was like, "What Canadian thing is that?"
Yeah, it's the old gazebo.
Yeah.
There. But he's busting his ass trying to fix the gazebo, and comes in like from busting his
Yeah,
ass.
it's like, whew, what a rough day of also doing my job and fixing your stupid gazebo.
right.
Yeah, fixing all these animals and your gazebo.
Yeah.
And then the kid's like, "Who are these ladies that are obviously your sisters?"
Yeah. That I stole from your office.
You're right.
And he's like, "It's my family, idiot." And the kid is basically like, "Sorry, I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have. Sorry."
Yes.
But this is not a turning point in any way because then
No.
the next time the scene comes with the ring, the kid is just like, "What the hell is this? I have to leave." So he does. He runs away, and Buddy wants to go with him, but he's like, "You
While-
stay, Buddy."
Yeah. And so while he's running away, basically,
The day before the state championship
The day before
football
the state
game,
championship.
because they've won all their games because Buddy is good at football.
and Buddy gets kidnapped, like right after he runs away.
Right after this, like he goes. So
Also, there's this weird thing, and I don't know if you're aware of this, but dogs have a faster land speed than humans.
Oh, yeah.
So once he gets the ball, it's pretty much.
Oh, yeah, it
he's
was-
off to the fucking races.
yeah, I know.
It was made obvious by
Yeah.
the 7 montages
yeah.
of Buddy kicking ass.
Yes.
I was telling the audience, not you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But yeah, so Josh runs away, and Buddy is like, and then he goes back to his doghouse, and then a net is thrown on him. Not a lady named Annette, but a net.
Frankie too.
Yes, both of them.
Okay.
It's a beach movie. So yeah, the Russians have kidnapped Buddy, and they take him to the warehouse of animals.
The Fish Guts warehouse.
Yeah.
It's Red Dog.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, and it's like
That's Clifford.
it's here where the dude, not Nora Dunn, is straight up watching Gus on TV. But I guess we get to that in a minute. So they wake up the next morning. Oh my God, the kid's gone. Where could he be? Call everybody. No one knows where he is. Kid's at the train station going to San Francisco.
Well, they have 2 calls to make because I mean that's the social circle of this kid. They're like, he's not over at best friend's house.
Yeah.
Call his coach. Maybe
Right.
he went there, and basically the coach just shows up at the train station and is like, hey,
You know what the worst part about sandwiches at the train station is? It's not Italian. Anyway,
They got an Italian sub. I don't know if it's Italian, Bobby.
what are you doing here, kid? Huh? We got a football game.
He's like, I ran away plenty when I was your age, and this was where I'd usually end up.
Right. Yeah, and Josh is like, I heard the lady say that you were gonna get fired, so sorry.
Sorry.
He's like, that's okay.
Yeah, what's that all about?
I don't care about football. All I care about is having fun with the kids. I'm sorry, this is Teddy from Bob's Burgers now.
Sure. But the coach gets him basically because he's like, how could she love this guy but my dad? And he's like, you like basketball, right? And the kid's like, yes, I do.
Gotta do
And
the
he's
voice
like,
check.
but you like playing football too, right? And
I
the
don't
kid,
understand what you're talking about.
Well, and the kid's like,
Oh, let me try.
Yeah.
Hey, you like playing basketball, don't you, kid?
All right, yeah. Uh-huh.
And Josh says, yeah. He's like, but you like playing football, don't you, too? You know, you like footballs, the oblong ball?
Well, he's basically like, you're going to give up basketball, right? Because you love football. And he's like, no,
Yeah.
why?
he's like, no, you can love to. Oh, like that's right, kid. I outsmarted your ass.
I see. what
Proving once
happened
again that this kid's a fucking dumbass. He got outsmarted by this guy. With the easiest juke in the book.
Yeah, he's like, hey, have a good life there in San Francisco. I'll see you around. And he's like, do you think I can get a ride home with you? And he's like, yeah, let's stop for a slice. Come on, let's go. Gotta, slice up for your football game.
Right.
Well, better than going home and getting a slice from your future stepdad.
Your future ex-stepdad.
So yeah, they're all in the locker room. They're so he takes the kid home, and mom's very excited, and he's like, "Where's Buddy?" Or first he's actually like, "Where's Dr. Patrick?" And he's like, "Oh, he got on his boat and left."
Yeah, he's leaving on his boat tomorrow.
He was betrayed. I didn't say yes because he ran away, so he left. And he's like, "Huh, that's weird." Anyway, where's Buddy? Thought he was with you.
He's on a boat. About what?
Yeah. You got to clarify, Mom. We're Canadian.
And I think we cut back to. Do we cut back to Airbud, or do we just go straight to the game?
No, Airbud is in jail.
They go searching for Airbud.
Yeah.
It's just kind of haphazardly wandering through the.
Yeah, they
just going Airbud.
Oh yeah, they go to that one
All
park
right,
that
Airbud?
they go to.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he's not here. I don't know. We got
And they go to like the shore and like, hey, Airbud, are you here? No. But yeah, Airbud's in jail at the docks with all the other animals, and I don't know.
It's basically the monkey lets him out. He starts.
Well,
he starts like sort of shaking the cage.
he rocks his cage all the way over.
And then Airbud's like,
he barks to the monkey and goes, "Hey, monkey, I'm going to open your cage. Then you got to open my cage."
Well, I was going to say, the monkey kind of gave Airbud the idea. I don't know why I'm calling it Airbud. It's just Bud. But
Airbud.
We've been calling him Airbud.
fine.
It's
Okay, but
Buddy.
he starts to shake the cage, and Buddy's like, oh, I can shake my cage. And he basically turns it sideways, which somehow falls onto the latch of the chimp's cage, which lets him out. And then he lets Buddy out, and then Buddy starts letting everybody out.
Yeah, they start letting out all the animals. At this point, okay, so this is when the dude is watching Gus on TV, and
Because he gets a knock on the door, and it's actually the mule that was in their circus, at the door. Yeah.
and I believe he actually screams Gus. It's also at this point too that the game has started. The coach and children are very sad that there's no dog to win the game for them. And they've gone out on the field and realized they're playing against like college seniors.
Yeah. That other team is monstrous compared to them.
And also, this is where the two sports commentators are in the film. It's Tim Conway and Dick Martin. Tim Conway, of course, in Gus, which was just on TV moments ago. So this is a weird meta thing.
Also, Gus may or may not be in this movie.
Right. Like that donkey could have been Gus.
That donkey was dressed as Gus at the very least.
Maybe. Really, they should have had Gus kick the winning field goal at the end and had a nice, sweet little tribute to the one Disney movie no one remembers.
Or had the other team come out with Gus as their
kicker.
Yes.
So it's like, oh shit, what do we do now? It's fucking Gus.
You got a dog, we got a donkey. Let's fight.
Yes. It's like Middle Ages football. Dogs versus donkeys.
You're gonna lose, jackass.
Bitch.
So yeah, these children get murdered by these adult men who are playing against them. They do a couple of things that are okay. The one guy, like BJ said, it's a poorly shot scene, but they eventually figure out the place kicker has to kick backwards off this dude's head to get it to go through the goalposts.
Yeah, it's pretty. If they had shot that better, it would have been a really good gag.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because like they're whatever long snapper center or whatever. I'm sure they don't have two different centers.
Yeah.
No.
Is huge. He's the only one that's like giant, and then the kicker is like 3 foot tall. So
Yeah.
it's
You
kind of a funny.
Can't
gag.
get over that guy's head.
Now there are stupid things in this that like the first time that they happen they're really funny, and then they start doing them too many times because like the first time Buddy scores a touchdown, his celebration dance is just
The wiggle, yeah.
the back back on your dog back wiggle,
Yeah.
Whatever on your back dog a wiggle. There you go.
On your back,
On
dog
your back,
wiggle.
dog
Yeah,
wiggle. On
but
your
then
back,
like
dog wiggle.
the rest of the team starts joining in and doing it too, and it's really funny
They
the
do it
first
like
time.
3 times
Yeah.
in the ending.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's like
The dog's not even in the shot when they're doing it. It's like, what are you doing? Yeah.
I don't know. It was funny the first time. And I was like, all right, you ruined it. Just like kids ruin everything.
It's weird. This movie's a
Repetition.
weird blend of like, this is strangely very charming and delightful, and then it's just like, kids joke. Ugh. So, but that's kids movies. They're not made for us. But so like then it's halftime and they're in the locker room and they're like, shit, we're getting murdered by these adult men and there's nobody and what do we do? And the coach is just like, fun, right? You kids like the fun?
He gives the believe speech.
Yeah.
You got to believe.
You got to believe.
He writes "believe" on the wall, and one of the kids is like, Coach, you're not. Are you going to give us another one of your stories?" And he goes, "Damn right, I'm going to give you another one of my stories. All right, listen up,
Yes.
up, knuckleheads. All right, you got to believe in yourself like a dog would believe in you, and if not, then you got to believe. Cher said believe, so believe."
Get out there.
I believe in dinosaurs, so dinosaurs believe in you, so that means you can do it. Get out of here.
I want to believe UFOs are real.
Right. But it's the, like, if you believe a dog can play football, then you can play football like a dog.
You will
Yeah.
believe a man can fly.
Right.
Yeah. And since you made an X-Files reference, I'll just go ahead and say it. There's the little tiny kid who's basically the stats kid on the sideline of this.
He's drawing up plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an X-Files character.
Okay.
He was a part of the mythology, that bullshit. He was an ongoing character.
Okay.
All right.
So it was just real weird seeing him in a kid's movie. But yeah,
Is that
so
Miles Ferguson?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
He played like Pudge or whatever his name was in this. So they're just like, all right, we're gonna go out and have fun. Screw it. So they go out and continue to get murdered, but kind of start doing a couple of things.
Yeah,
like
they
they're
pick it
not
up a
as
little bit.
bad. They're like, hey, we could do some football things. We're okay here, but it's not until so back at the docks, Buddy has become like this weird Moses figure standing on top of some boxes, releasing all the animals and commanding them to cause hijinks and murder. The monkey is doing the most of the heavy lifting because the
Right.
monkey can do stuff,
Because chimpanzees are strong.
right? Sword fighting with Nora Dunn at one point with broomsticks and dumping fish guts on them.
The skunk sprays Nora Dunn.
Yep.
The porcupine pokes other dudes.
Yeah, this guy falls
but-
back onto the porcupine.
Yeah.
For some reason, this
geese are
this fish guts factory or fish food whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's down by the docks.
Well,
so
yeah, I
it's
mean,
like-
but
just full of chums
whatever
for
it is,
whatever
it's
you
like
need.
it's some kind of factory that has fish guts, but like it also has a big box of fireworks for some strange reason.
Well, you
because
need both.
during the havoc, like
For-
something gets knocked into the fireworks box that
Yeah.
doesn't really mean anything other than like, hey, look, there's fireworks going on.
Well, it
It's to
draws
alert- yeah,
it draws Gregory Harrison's attention, who was on his boat
True.
preparing to leave.
Okay.
And he's like, "What's going on over there?" And he goes over, and Buddy's there, and he's like, "Buddy."
no, he dives like at that point the where he enters in the scene, he goes.
Oh, we forgot to talk about Monkey driving the
yeah,
truck.
the monkey steals.
right.
All right, that's another one of the funny gags that's in this movie that is thankfully not overdone. Is the bad guys have like bought an ice cream truck that's what they're driving around trying to steal animals in and stuff. And Nora Dunn says something like, "I told you, plain white van, not truck plays music or something like that. So you can turn that shit off, you dumbasses."
Nope.
Yeah,
It's automatic when you turn the engine on.
Okay, but there's a
Impossible
scene.
to disconnect.
It's a scene. I think it's the scene where they're going to Buddy's house to steal him.
Yes.
There's just a scene where they're hauling ass through this neighborhood, and there's just like 10 kids.
Oh, it's when they're chasing.
they're chasing
Buddy
Buddy.
with the
Okay.
truck.
Yeah.
But
And
they're
then-
hauling ass, and like there's like 10 kids running behind the truck going, "Ah!"
But
ice cream.
that's actually shot pretty well because you get to see like Buddy hauling ass,
Yeah.
and then the truck hauling ass,
Yeah.
and then the kids hauling ass.
It's a little Keystone Cops,
Yeah,
Benny
it's
Hill,
good.
whatever you want to call it.
I like it. 8 out of 10.
Yeah. But yeah, the monkey is driving the ice cream truck. Tries to murder the Russians at one point.
But it's when they take control. They finally the monkey basically backs out and opens up the
He's like,
warehouse
"Freedom,
door."
y'all.
Yeah, and everything runs out, and
Yeah.
Buddy runs out, and then they get the truck and try to run over Buddy, and
Yes.
that's when Dr. Stabby jumps out of nowhere and grabs or knocks the dog out of the way and saving the dog.
and they crash into something.
I mean,
and fly
basically
out
just
the-
it really messed up his coat if he. I mean, not the dog's coat, his future
His shiny
coat.
coat?
Yeah, his future coat, if you will. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, so he's found Buddy.
Mm-hmm.
He so man, they're getting creamed, and they look over at the locker room, and Buddy comes out fully dressed to play football,
Yep.
and you're like, how do you dress himself? What the fuck?
Buddy's smart.
I know. But then, yeah, Gregory Harrison comes out after, and still with that look on his face, like, I'm going to kill all you kids when this game is over. Ha.
Hope you enjoy the Gatorade. I didn't put anything in it.
Yeah.
What? No, I didn't put anything in it. I was just telling you
Yeah.
so you'd know.
I mean, that's something that people who don't put things in say to qualify after it, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
You gotta. I gotta.
Why are you looking
I
at
gotta
me
tell
like
you
that?
it's safe.
Put down that phone.
Anyway, I got a new knife.
Yeah, it's a scalpel. It's really sharp.
Yeah. So Buddy's back in the game.
Yeah, he's in the game.
Yeah, and they start scoring touchdowns.
They win.
Yeah, basically that entire speech about you got to believe and you can do it without the dog was all bullshit because
No, you can't do it without the dog.
they believe.
Give
but
it to the dog.
They definitely sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're basically, all right, this next
Yeah.
play, give it to Buddy.
Yeah, I think
Nice.
it was the old B-52.
Yeah, they score like 8 touchdowns in a row.
Well, they do
and then-
until Buddy is running for his 9th touchdown, and one of these adult men on the other team fucking tackles Buddy, and you're like, oh no.
and doesn't just tackle him, but tackles him and falls on him.
Yeah.
And it's like, 180-pound adult human
Right.
versus
Dog.
70-pound German Shepherd, if that.
Golden,
Or, yeah,
It's
German
a golden receiver.
German receiver.
German receiver. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catch the ball now.
So luckily, the vet is there because it's Gregory Harrison. He's just like,
Vet. Yeah, I don't believe he's a vet either.
I don't know. He gave that dog a shot.
We didn't see it actually administered in the movie.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyway, he goes over and he's like,
Buddy's okay,
Gives Buddy a
but no
massage.
more football for Buddy today.
right.
he was also saying some weird ass shit when he was examining the dog. Things I've never heard a vet say when they ever examined any of my dogs. Where he's like, "Yep, spine's there. All discs are like." I've never had a vet comment on what they were checking on my
Spine
dog.
is there.
Spine.
Good thing you got a spine on this dog. A lot of dog, a dog with no spine's no
you,
good.
You don't want an invertebrate dog. It's just, it's not
Yeah.
it's fun.
I've seen too many spineless dogs in my life. They just, it's not good for the kids.
They just watch. They just watch dogs. They never actually do anything. They're spineless.
Whimper a lot.
Yeah, whimper a lot.
So
Well, I said that after he went out. I said, let's win for the whimper.
yeah.
But Bud's out of the game, so they got to win it on their own metal,
Right.
which is worrying.
Yeah.
And it's basically like, okay, kid, can you throw it 60 yards? Do it.
Oh, yeah, they've got like 10 seconds
Yeah.
left. And
So he throws it to his best friend, who eventually gets down there and slides into the end zone.
he takes a necessary roughness slide.
He does.
Yeah.
And then eventually gets in, and they win.
Hooray.
Hooray for them.
My favorite football movie.
Necessary roughness? You should watch it
Is it
again.
because of Kathy Ireland?
Originally it was, yeah.
Okay.
You should watch it again.
Is it real bad?
It's not real bad, but it's not real good either. It's got moments, but
I've seen it in the last 10 years.
well, maybe one more time.
I think the one I need to go back and rewatch was what was it called? The Program.
Oh yeah,
That one that like caused all the controversy because a bunch of dumbasses were
because they were laying down in traffic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like they did
on
in
the
that
center
movie.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was some movie right around the time
it's
necessary.
a James Caan movie.
Yeah,
The
this was a
Program.
drama though, like a
Yeah.
serious
Oh,
drama
okay.
though, but like a hardcore look at like college, the stress of like college
Yeah.
and not getting paid for it and all that shit.
There was a scene where they were laying down in
Yeah.
on the center line of a busy highway,
like on an interstate to prove like no fear.
Like,
and,
oh man, we're so tough.
Yeah.
Like reading their scouting report while they're doing it. Like this says I don't crack under pressure.
Okay.
And
So
it was just a dramatic scene, but then of course some dumbasses were like, "I'm going to do that." And
Yeah,
of
they
course
got-
immediately got
they got
smushed.
murdered.
Gotcha.
So yeah, the '90s were ripe with football movies.
Yeah.
So they win.
Yeah,
Oh,
they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the problems in the world are solved. Credits roll.
Nope, because Gregory Harrison still leaves.
Even though he came and
Yeah.
and he met back up with Mom Lady.
Who didn't really say anything. She was just like, "Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Patrick or whatever your name is."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick,
Dr.
Patrick Bateman.
Dr. Patrick.
Dr. Patrick Bateman.
Correct.
Yeah.
He still
He's
leaves.
still leaving the next day.
Like the next day, the kid and Buddy are running down the docks. Like, hey,
Do you like my new business card? I call it receiver. Sorry, I'm still having fun with the my
fine.
backstory that he's a murderer.
he
Oh, I
never
like it.
he never hears the kid yelling for him, but he does eventually hear Buddy barking, and he just
he just whips the boat around.
He's,
does.
he's learned to keep the voices of all the children out of his head, so that he just doesn't even notice them
like
anymore.
tra la la. Off I go to my next murder town. Maybe I'll have more success there. Make my skin suit. But yeah, he whips his boat around and gets off, and
I like that they take the time to park the boat carefully and tie it all up, and then he's like, then he waits a beat and goes, "All right, what do you want?"
yeah, I'm here. What?
Yeah, I turned this boat around.
Yeah.
I like
and
this.
parked it.
I just want to point out this is the point where you told me that he looked like a murderous Paul Rudd as he's J turning the boat, and I was like,
Yeah.
more like Paul Rudder.
Yep.
Yeah. I just love that he sees the dog roof and he's like, "Oh, what's
Oh
that?"
shit! What's up over here? Nothing we could have talked about over the last 12 hours.
Right.
I just brought your dog to the game and then fucking left.
Treated your dog for acute tackling.
It was a pretty cute tackling.
It was.
It was an adorable tackle.
It's so cute.
Just softballed that one to you.
Thanks. But yeah, the kid's just like, what if I just hug you and we don't actually have a conversation about anything? And that works
just
apparently.
says, "Don't go."
Yeah, he does say like, "Please don't go."
I don't want you to go.
Yeah. It's like,
He's
Baby,
like,
come
well, I already told your mom to fuck off. So, nah.
yeah, but I guess he
No.
stays.
Yeah. Patrick Bateman's his dad now for the next month or so until
Until soccer season.
I hear you like sports. I like other Huey Lewis albums too.
exactly. Until the clear raincoat comes out.
Yeah.
I'll be your stepdad.
And then this movie ends on the weirdest fucking Enya Sarah McLachlan. Like, what the fuck is
It
this?
starts to have an upbeat song for like 10 seconds as the
Yeah.
credits start to roll, and then all of a sudden it's like, no.
It is one moment performed by Melinda Linder.
Melinda Linder.
Melinda
Melinda
Linder.
Linder.
Melinda
Melinda. Yeah, just call her Melinda.
Yeah, like you
Linda
need a
Linder.
one name thing like Madonna.
It's weird because
Melinda
like the musical score throughout this had also been doing the notes from this song because it kept driving me crazy. I was like, this is super close to that Enya song. What the fuck are you doing, movie?
It's not an Enya song.
I know it's Melinda's song.
It's a Melinda song.
It's Millennia.
There it is.
Yeah. So I could understand if like the closing credits were this montage of the original Buddy who passed away before the first movie came out because that dog was very old by the time that first movie was made. I could understand if it was just like, "Aw, Buddy died. Everyone, let's celebrate the life of Buddy who made this whole franchise possible. It's
Right.
gonna be crazy. You won't believe your eyes. A dog can play basketball." But it's not. It's just closing credits with this fucking sad tear-jerky song, and you're like, "The hell is this?" It's a real weird way to go out, but Canadians, I don't know. I guess you like doing that. You leave
Should have been an Airbud rap.
Yes, Just sound
This
bites
was-
from the movie.
Whatever.
No,
let
no.
let Coach Pepitone rap. I don't know.
Coach Pepitone.
Coach Forelli.
Hey.
Let your old buddy Coach up to do a little rippity rap for you. I was there. I was there when rap was first made.
You know what? I'm now on board with this.
I live next door to rap.
My name is Coach Fidelli, and I'm here to say.
I want to refilm the end credits of Airbud 2. Just go get this guy and be like, all right, just rap. Just go. Do
There's
it.
not a single rule that says the dog can't stay.
Maybe he's on Cameo.
Got your
Okay,
second line,
if this
yeah.
guy's on Cameo, let's get some money
Oh my
together.
God.
We'll write a quick little rap for this
right.
guy, and he'll do it, and we'll put out new credits for Airbud 2. He's got to be on Cameo. This guy.
Everybody's on Cameo on this. Like,
I mean, I hope he's still alive. I see this guy all the time.
hey, Bobby Costanzo, he's on Cameo. Oh, hey.
Is he?
Hey, look, it's Bobby Costanzo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his rate?
$40.
Oh, that's fine.
$40 is worth it.
That's fine. Yeah, that's worth it. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
I mean, come on. Like,
100% worth it to put that out in the
I mean,
world.
you could fix history for $40.
Yes.
For only $40,
Yeah.
you too could fix history.
I'm surprised that
In the
Robert Vince has not
arms
thought of this.
the angels,
Oh,
fly away.
no. No, we don't want him doing that.
Oh, no, okay. I was just trying to have a pledge drive so that we could have a
Oh, I
Robert
gotcha.
Costanzo cameo.
Yes,
Oh, in
please.
the arms of an angel.
Call it now.
Yes.
So we can get $40 for Mr. Costanzo.
Yeah, for the price of only 40 cups of coffee 10, 15 years ago, you too could help us fix Buddy's history.
He looks a bit old, so we need to hurry up.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, Airbud 2 has concluded. So
Correct.
now we rate it. Someone rate it.
I apparently really like the first Earbud.
You sure did.
Yeah, this one's just not great. Not great, Bob. I mean,
Oh, we laughed a whole lot.
we laughed a lot, I suppose, but like most of it's because I'm being fucking weirdo and making a serial killer story for the town vet. But
I will say this: a lot of the intended jokes landed, and
Yes.
I'm really surprised at that.
I like. All right, I'm gonna give it a single jocks because only because I really like the ice cream truck gag. That was a good gag, and they didn't redo it too much. I really like the end zone shuffle thing at first, but then they just kept doing it. It just became
It became a kids movie joke.
yeah, it
which
became
it's a kids movie.
Well, I know, but like there's a difference. Like there are good kids movies. Like The Sandlot never really like gets in your face and like just beats you over the head with a joke or anything. Like I don't know.
Yeah, but this is a Canadian dog movie, so
All right, fine. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. Single jocks. It's fine.
it's
You
fine.
can watch it.
You sure can.
Charles,
I gave the first one 3 jocks. I'm giving this one 3 jocks. I think this is charming and fun. Like BJ said, the jokes that they wrote actually land. There's some real good dog stuff. Just, man, there's a shot of the kid making a sandwich and he leaves the scene and the dog's head just emerges like the fucking Enterprise in Star Trek 2 at the end, just coming out of this cloud like a dog head here, sandwich over there, time to eat it. There's real good, like,
there are a lot of good dog reaction shot kind of things.
yes, I really appreciate well-trained dogs in dog movies. Ones that you can tell aren't looking off camera to get like constant, instruction or anything. Dogs that can seem like they are behaving not quite like a dog, but like a dog who has people skills for some reason.
I'm a people person.
This dog is very convincing. It's not the original Airbud. It's also 4 or 5
I was
different
going to say
Airbuds.
this 4 dogs
Yeah.
are convincing.
But I'm a sucker for these things, and I think this is still a pretty good thing. It hasn't turned into it's not like if someone walked in the room and I was watching this, I wouldn't be like, "Oh, please go away." I'm engaging in my weird Airbud kink over here. But
Ew.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't be embarrassed if someone saw me watching this. It's fine. It's cute. It's charming. Jokes work. Even at first I was a little worried about the Tim Conway, Dick Martin stuff at the end. I was like, oh, these two were just going to embarrass themselves. But they actually land some good jokes too. So
They have some of the best stuff in the movie, honestly.
I
Sure.
truly enjoyed that. Like, such a strange relationship, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That was great because like there was the one line he's like, "It could be in the cards, but then sometimes you don't even have to play cards." And the guy was just like, "Anyway."
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, Three Jocks. It's an enjoyable family film.
I still don't understand what the hell was up with the principal lady or whatever. Like what her direction was in this movie.
Trivia
man.
tried to say that this was a parody of Roseanne Barr singing the national anthem, but this is also 8 years after she did that. So
And again, what's your target audience? Like,
yeah.
you know, like. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, I mean, the parrot is making weird R-rated movie references, so
They just do
Sure,
this
I guess
kind
so.
of stuff sometimes.
yeah. I don't know. I thought her performance doing that song was really great. I would have liked it better if someone had not pointed out that it was a Roseanne Barr thing. If it was just this lady thinking she
I mean,
was
that
awesome.
was the first thing I thought because I am
Well-
old enough to remember shit like that.
Yeah.
But also, I was just like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's so weird.
I mean, was she imitating it, or was she just being a
I
crazy
mean,
person?
it was awful in the same way that Roseanne Barr was being awful, but it was really more of a thing like when people can't hear themselves when they're in a large set and they just do that. So
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what her whole deal was, but her direction as soon as they got out of the scene where she was threatening the guy's job, her direction went off the charts. Like just do anything crazy you want.
Yeah.
At one point she's jumping up and down on a table
Yes.
on
Yeah.
the sideline
yes,
because she's calling one of the football games.
it's the first touchdown
Yeah.
that Buddy scores.
Yeah, it's very, very strange.
Very
But,
excited.
I think I'll give this a two jocks.
Okay.
I believe that's what I gave Airbud the first.
It is.
So I think that's pretty fair. Like, I would have a hard time giving this more jocks because it's not really us. You know, I know we have a history of doggish movies, but like, I don't know that this like cracks the upper echelons of BMFcastness. So I'll stick it at two. Like I said, I think a bunch of the jokes really landed pretty well. The kid sucks. Serial killer stepdad sucks. The mom sucks. But the dogs are real good. The dogs are really, really good.
That's why you're here.
Yeah.
It's called Airbud. It's not called the Fram family.
The family.
Family. Oh man, dark and gritty reboot
Family ties.
from the makers of Airbud. The family.
But yeah, it's a good time. Good bad movie. 1 to 5 jocks and robot jocks.
Correct. Cool.
Yeah.
Doggist. R.I.P. Doggist. Doggist is over.
No, it's not.
Doggist has died
It'll
for
be,
this year.
It'll be back next year.
It's just we're gonna get a new one, just like when your
Right.
regular dog dies, you
Yes.
just get a new
That's
puppy
like
in a year.
77 months away.
Oh, and dog months.
Yeah, that's what I did then. Yeah.
I get it. But yeah, R.I.P. Doggist. Thanks for coming along. BMFcast.com 910-5JOCKS-BMF 910-556-9263
Yep.
Patreon.com/BMFcast.
Yep.
I believe that Blood Fist Fest has started.
Bloodfest. How did we not get that?
Because
I
we're
like-
dumb.
I like Blood Fist Fest.
Blood Fist
Well, I
Fest.
think we did Blood Fistathon, I think is what we called it.
Blood Fistathon.
We never officially called it anything.
Okay,
we just
yeah.
kept calling it different things.
Okay,
Well,
so Blood Fist
the
Fest
fisting.
has begun on Patreon. You
It
can
sure
catch
has.
some exciting Blood Fist action. Harlow and Chuck watched 85 Blood Fist movies in a row in one day or something.
That's
I don't know, I
correct.
wasn't there.
No, you're right. That's what we did.
Was it 7? How
It
many
ended, it ended up being 7.
7 Blood Fists.
Yes, 6 blood fists and a
And a
surprise big one.
Okay.
They were all fists.
Yes.
Everything was a fist.
Yes.
It was a fist
Fists
fest.
were-
Fist fest.
Ooh, Fist Fest. I like it.
Yeah.
Sounds spicy.
Yeah. A festival of lights.
Could have used this information
Is it
yesterday.
like Hana Kung Fu?
Huh?
Hana Kung Fu, the Festival of Lights?
Festival of Lights.
Let's make that movie. That's our BMFcast movie.
Yeah.
We need a lot of. We need somebody who's Jewish.
First, we need.
A festival of fights. That's what it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, before that, we need you to send in $40 so we can get Robert Costanzo to record
No,
a new.
we're already on to new things. Fuck the Buddies universe.
Yeah.
We're going to make our own cinematic universe and make it good.
Yeah. It's all gonna be holiday themed pugilism.
Yeah. We're going to make that like New Year's movie that we haven't been able to find a good one of.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, there's certain. Remember how
It's
we
gonna
were
be
like.
called New Year's Steve, and it's about the life of Steve James.
Okay.
I'm down.
Could it also be like Steve Armstrong from Arena?
Yes.
Steve.
Yeah. New Year's Steve.
I want to be your partner, Steve. I want you inside of me, Steve. All right, for more great jokes like that, patreon.com/BMFcast. Give us some money.
Right.
I don't know when I'm going to announce a thing.
When you're ready.
I got a thing.
Okay.
I'm spitballing this live on the air. When should we announce the thing?
Well,
Next week? Should we announce the thing?
is that the correct timing?
That's not when the thing starts. The thing starts.
How long until the thing starts?
The thing's going to start at the end of September.
Okay. Well, then let's wait.
All right.
You don't want to announce it too soon.
All right. Things starting at the end of September. That's another spicy preview.
Spicy.
Yeah. Thing.
Y'all are going to love it. If you like what we do, you're going to love it.
Things. Well, let's get out of here.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right.
I wasn't sure. It was a weird. I wasn't sure we were done with the contact information. I kind of tuned out somewhere. I was
I
like,
don't blame you. I
things-
tuned out like an hour ago.
Huh?
Huh?
Okay.
Are we podcasting?
What?
Hey, Bobby Costanzo here for BMFcast Patreon. You put your money wallet in the hole.
In the tongue buttholes.
I don't think we could do impersonations of other people for monetary gain.
No,
Sure
you
we
can
can.
totally do that.
Rich Little made a living off of it.
He sure did.
Well, I mean, I don't think Rich Little went like, "Hey, I'm Colonel Sanders for buying this thing."
Oh,
I mean,
people
People don't listen to Colonel Sanders pitch other products.
I just.
Hi, I'm Colonel Sanders for
saying,
Goodyear tires.
Like, you can't.
Obviously, I'm not Bobby Costanzo.
Right. I understand that. I just whatever. Feels like it sets off that
Well, that one guy
legal
imitated
sense.
Commander Shepard for our podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
he did.
That's true. Yes, he did. Yeah. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Oh, okay.
I'm Harlow.
I'm BJ.
I'm Chuck.
And for Mackie, this is BMFcast out.
Who?
Mackie.
Manga. Manga. I remember that. That was so good. Like, we were having this discussion. What's the right way to say manga or manga? Like, do that pronunciation thing. It was just the most...
Manga.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that checks out.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. Manga.
Yeah. I'm sure if you went over to Japan and said it like that, they wouldn't look at you like you're like
Excuse
you're
me,
a
sir,
fucking
do you-
idiot or anything.
I'm looking for the manga.
Oh, he says you be the writer, be the director. All right, we're
Yeah,
in.
This guy knows.
1 star, we're in. $40, we're in. Hey, $40, we're in. Bobby Costanzo, cameo.com. Yeah.
All
Look
right.
it. It's the internet.
All right, we need
My
you to
son
eat a
helps me.
sandwich and rap about Airbud. Go.
Oh boy, we're having fun today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look out.
Mudbutts in the Buddies movies, not in the proper Airbud movies.
Well,
Kyle.
maybe. The buddies may start showing up in the next
Yeah,
one.
the
perhaps.
poster for the next one's got some buddies on the cover. I don't know
I
if
bet they
they're...
don't talk. I bet they're just.
You're probably right.
I
They
bet they're
had
just baby dogs.
They didn't have the technology.
Well, because it's called like World Pup, right? So I
Yes.
bet like it's.
World
I
Pup.
bet he has the. That's probably why there's 5 of them. No, there's more. There's 7. No, there's 11 people on a soccer.
11 on a soccer team.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So
5 hockey, 5
5 basketball.
basketball.
We will
Well,
find out.
11
It's
football.
actually 6 hockey because you got the goalie. Too.
We will find
Yeah.
out next year.
The goalie can just be a gorilla sitting in the net.
I'm sure it'll just be that monkey from Most Valuable Primate. Look at those buddies.
Yeah, I was saying like that's probably try to make a soccer team out of dogs.
Out of dogs.
I think you can play 7-a-side soccer. Yeah. I don't know. You played soccer until your spleen exploded, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to remember. Like, I mean, we usually played 7 on a side because like you had like
I think it's 7s in like smaller.
right. Yeah. Cause yeah, we would have like 2 forwards, two midfielders, 2 defensive backs, and a goalie. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't have the technology yet for talking dog.
How many people on a cricket team?
Sticky wicket.
Yeah.
Wicked Google.
A
it.
goo-
wicked
googly.
yeah. It's
A wicked Google.
It's a googly plex.
Yeah.
Jokes.
I think you have to have like 100,000 or so because they last like 6 days, like a cricket match.
Yeah.
So people have to sub in. People have to go to jobs and things like that.
Yeah.
Do they just pick a time and go home for the day, or they just keep playing?
I really don't even understand.
I think they. I think they. Pick
I
a time
honestly, I
and go
mean,
home.
there's
If you out there in internet land know how cricket is played, leave a comment.
when that cricket game showed up on Game Pass, I was like, all right, I'm gonna learn the rules of cricket.
Some wicked.
Never fucking did
Wickets.
it. I never realized it's like a thing I used to do when I was younger, where I was like, all right, get this rugby game. I'm gonna fucking figure out how rugby works.
You can get yourself into some shitty games like that.
Mhm.
Like, I was into motocross when the GameCube was out. Like, I really liked watching motocross.
Sure.
I couldn't afford like a motorcycle to do it or anything.
Of course
So
not. You had a
I got-
GameCube.
It was a birthday present.
I
But,
know.
So I got Jeremy McGrath's Super Motocross World, and it was a fucking awful game.
Okay.
Awful. Yeah. So be careful with those like weird sports games.
Yeah, I know.
That's not just specifically to you. That's
Well, the rugby one that back in the day, I think EA actually put it out. Like there was a rugby one. They
You're
put
right,
out.
they
Yeah,
did.
Yeah, that was decent enough. I mean, as decent as any of their sports games are.
Yeah. They put that out, and they put an arena football game out.
see, an arena football game should be awesome. It should be like slightly more serious NFL blitz. What are you chuckling at?
I'm just trying to figure out the story of Airbud 3. I believe Airbud 3 is the genesis of the buddies because there are 2 adult golden retrievers and some puppies around them. So I think it's finally the time Airbud gets laid.
Oh yeah.
Airbud's gonna make them.
Check it out on
dogs.
the Disney fandom wiki.
Oh, there's other dogs in it too. There's
Yeah.
a weird scruffy boomer dog and
Weird scruffy boomer
a
dog.
weird little wolf dog.
Yeah, weird scruffy boomer dog over there.
Hey, oh, rap. I
Nothing in the rules that says a dog can't rap.
want to suggest a challenge based on that dude's filmography, which is to find 5 roles that he has that aren't Italian stereotypes.
Fail. Immediate fail. Oh, main article, Airbud series.
Are you on the wiki? The Airbud wiki?
I'm on the Disney fandom wiki.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious about when the Disney fandom starts because the first couple of movies were not Disney movies.
They're Disney movies now, though.
They are, yes.
What do you mean the first couple of movies weren't Disney movies?
They were made by somebody else. Disney bought them and slapped their name on them. Kind of like what they're doing to Fox movies now. So yeah, that logo that played before this one?
Josh and Emma. Emma's the kid, right? Or the baby girl.
The one that said, the one that went...
The
Yeah,
one
it
that
was
had
like-
one line.
Yeah, the one that had like one 80-yard line at the
So
end.
she could get her SAG card at
That
4 years old.
It was 80-yard in.
SAG. It's still a speaking role, right?
But
Technically?
I'm saying like anyone she probably didn't do it. Is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Like, it was like her mouth wasn't moving or anything. It was like
facing away
yeah.
from the camera.
I remember just because I remember thinking it was like, okay, what's wrong with that child? Why is she like never speaking?
I feel like she was more articulate in the first one.
Yeah, I think you're right.
All right. Good night, internet. Goodbye. Shutting
Oh
down.
no, Emma's somebody else. Emma Putter.
Emma Butter.
Emma Putter.
Emma Butter.
Someone's gonna drive a wedge.
But she also has a golden retriever named Molly. Buddy also finds her attractive.
finds.
I don't know if it means Emma or Molly. I don't know. All right, Internet. Thanks for joining us.
Airbud's going to take a turn.